Hello everyone, it's Oggy from Dudes Reef back with another video. So I hope everyone's been tagging along in this journey. I think we're up to episode 25 or 26 now, which is crazy. This tank's really coming along. If you've missed episodes, go back through the playlist and have a look at what you missed. So please subscribe to also not miss any future updates. So what is reef tank stability to me? And what are the signs of reef tank stability? So, in my opinion, reef tankability is obviously steady parameters. So, calcium and alkalinity. Personally, I like to achieve that by using weekly water changes and Kalkwasser. At the moment, I am using 5 teaspoons for 20 liters of water, which equates to 5 gallons. So, 1 teaspoon per gallon, very roughly. Secondly, I have a glass lid on top of my aquarium and a ATO, so that keeps the stability quite stable. I have a temperature controller for the cooling and heating, again keeping the temperature stable. So those are the main things. I'll also run a refugium in the back, reverse lit to my tank, which means when the lights are off on my main display, my refugium is on, which then also helps the pH stabilize. And the calcium alkalinity Kalkwasser also helps the pH stabilize. I also don't really think a reef tank is stable until at least about 6 months, and that from that point I will start adding stuff like anemones, but at the start I'll have tester corals. So to achieve stability, those are some of the things I use. Some of the things I don't do is put coral in, such as SPS that I know won't survive, corals that won't fit my tank. Like I said, SPS. I'm not into SPS currently. I won't feed the tank too much. Sorry about that pause, because feeding will grow a lot of algae. Coralline is a sign of stability, but it can also be a massive pain in the ass as it starts growing. It's really hard to clean, and it takes up a lot of calcium alkalinity. Another great sign of stability is putting maybe struggling corals into your fish tank and seeing them come back to life, cover up, revive. But that's one of the most, I think, satisfying feelings there are when you get a browned out coral that's kind of receding, get it for a good price or whatever. Who really cares? And just bring it back to life and see it color up and thrive. That's also, to me, is quite exciting. Also being able to keep fish and livestock alive and keeping them sustained, healthy population of pods and bacterial population, stuff like that, getting fish eating. So that's all part of it. So it's enough of looking at my silly face. Let's go look at the reef tank and see what is going on. Change the lighting schedule too much, because the less you change the schedule, the more stable it is. So I've currently turned off my power head so we can get a top down view. So this middle gonny that I had over there, as you can tell, I moved over here because it wasn't getting enough flow. Barely wasn't getting any flow at all. So down there is a really good spot for mushrooms and such. Those are my clownfish staring at the water trying to bite me. So down there is a tuxedo urchin, still alive and kicking, doing a great job. As you can see, there's less and less hair algae in the tank every day, and starting to see the rock structure again. The corals are quite extended, which is really satisfying to see. The leather coral in the middle here, sorry, soft coral, small area, I can never remember its name, is coming back quite well. I actually ended up sucking it up with my vacuum hose. I was cleaning the tank the other day, and it's coming back. The anemone's got an absolute huge, it's about 4 times in size. And another part of stability right here. Sorry, I'm just shadowing everything. Right there. Coralline algae growth on my power head. So calcium alkalinity, stability, and the coralline algae likes quite a bit of flow. As you can see, all my corals are quite happy and open. I end up turning this rock down there around so that the GSP was getting more light and wasn't shaded out by this rock. So initially I had it over here so it didn't continue to grow and take up the whole rock structure, but I decided I'll let it go over there. Secondly, I moved this toadstool, so it's slightly shrunk up but still quite happy. I actually took it and rotated it so therefore it isn't that close to the Goniopora, so they don't sting each other. As you can see, the fish tank is doing quite well, and those are the things I do to keep a stable fish tank. So just routine maintenance, yeah, Kalkwasser dosing, ATO, keep the temperature stable, and do my weekly water change. Also, it is actually quite cheap and very straightforward to use, and it has a lot of benefits. So I use the Seachem Reef Kalkwasser. This was $50 for 250 grams, and I put 5 teaspoons in my ATO, which is 20 litres or 5 gallons, 1 teaspoon per gallon, 1 teaspoon per 4 litres. And my ATO has currently been lasting me anywhere from a month to 6 weeks before I have to top it up. Therefore, my fish tank right now, mainly soft coral, usually uses barely any calcium and alkalinity, which is great. I will continue to test to make sure my levels don't creep up and they're sustained. If they do go down, I can add more Kalkwasser. If my tank outgrows the demand that the Kalkwasser supplies, I can mix Kalkwasser with vinegar. I can't remember the exact ratio to superdose my ATO with that. Also in summer, obviously your ATO will dump more water in there, therefore more calc, so you got to be careful of that because you can get alkalinity calcium spikes. This is a quick, easy way to do this. Again, I run aircon in my house all the time, so the temperature in my house is quite stable. The next part is 2-part dosing. After that, it's a calcium reactor if you can't keep a tank stable. But soft coral tank, I should never need anything else other than calc. I'm using barely any calc. Literally, the ATO comes on less than a handful times a day, topping up maybe 100 or so mil. The evaporation is non-existent in this tank. So at the back of this Seachem Reef Kalkwasser, there are directions. So it says right here, add 3 grams, 1 teaspoon to 4 litres or 1 gallon of water. I am not super precise with this. Again, I'm using the minimum amount. It is winter. My evaporation is next to nothing. But as you can see, the tank is looking great. It's really enjoying the Kalkwasser. And Archie is enjoying being talked to sleep. Yes, this room is still a mess. So please keep watching my videos. Please subscribe. Every time I put a video out lately, I actually lose a subscriber, which is, I don't know why. Maybe that's just YouTube. I've been consistently putting out a video every week for the last few months, and I thought maybe people would be enjoying it. I don't know. If you enjoy it, please leave a comment. Please leave a like. It really helps the channel get seen and stuff like that. So help me keep making good content. Thank you everyone for watching. Please stay tuned for more. Hope your reef tanks are doing good, and I hope some of the things I'm doing, you're doing, and we're all having a good time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.